Jensen. Inches, not millimeters. Welcome to 3D Printing. We do 3D printing projects ranging from movie props and weapon replicas. You'll think of it, we'll try to do it. Today I want to go over the Mark I helmet from Iron Man. We want to start with the very first helmet before we start getting into anything else with the universe, because, not the universe, but with Iron Man stuff, because we kind of wanted to know like the background for it, make sure we're doing it right, and kind of build from the first one to the last one, Mark 1 to Mark 50, and now it's going to be Mark 85, I think, if I remember what the number is, and Endgame's going to be. We wanted to start from the beginning just so that we could get an idea of what we wanted to do throughout the whole process and kind of start following along every time we do kind of an upgrade to the helmets. It was the new next Mark version, and so we just continually improve on the design, all the little gadgets and stuff we want to put on it. So we want to start off with the most basic one that just looked really nice, that had good painting, and just overall it just was a very nice, clean, not clean, but very nice and well built helmet. So time lapse for our print should start right about. So when we printed off this helmet, we used the Manor Hackers ABS material. We used 4 layers, shell layers on the outside, so on the outside, top and bottom. 25% infill. It took about 31 hours to actually fully print, and we printed it off on the Raise 3D N2, which is one of my favorite 3D printers. When we started to paint with this helmet, we used a filler primer, and we used the base layer was a gray metallic paint along with some brown and some black to actually give it the aged look and the texturing look that it needed. Alright, and the final step that we did in our process was actually putting on a matte clear coat. We wanted to use a matte clear coat because it wasn't, the helmet wasn't actually shiny or had any other kind of, needed a shine to it. It just needed to be matte, just so it would be protected from use and wear over time. And once you get all the painting done, all the clear coating done, now you should end up with a helmet that looks like this. One of the nice things about it is that we actually put a lot of aging around the weld line, because when you actually are into welding, there's going to be just a lot of overheating in that kind of area. A lot of the heat, I'm trying to find the right word for it, but the heat treat or the heating up of the metal around that area is going to deform the color mostly. But actually the weld seam won't do that as much, because you can actually clean it off and you can actually make it look cleaner to make sure that you actually see your welds. The other thing about it was we made it so it actually had like dent marks where like something was actually shot and hit it, or where it was forged wrong. You can just see all of like the print defects in there. We left a lot of them in. That kind of made it look more weathered and older. One of the bad things about printing the orientation that we did was on the very top of the print, you can actually see that there's a lot of, bring this up to the camera a little more, there's a lot of printing artifacts. There's not much detail inside the little square at the top, and then as it goes out, you can kind of see less and less, more and more detail kind of come back into the print and become smoother. Well, unfortunately, that's just the way it was, so that we can actually reduce the amount of printing material we could use and just kind of save a little bit more on the support material, because we printed it in like this stand-up orientation. We're going to use at least 3 times the actual support materials we would if we printed it upside down. And this would also mean like where people are going to look at more, which is going to be the bottom around the face mask here, and around the eye section, not the top of the head. It's going to have that nicer look to it. With that being said, I'm pretty happy overall with the helmet. It wasn't really anything crazy or anything awesome with this guy. It's just a nice little model. I highly recommend printing it out, having it added to your collection. Eventually I'm going to kind of work on getting a wall of Iron Man helmets. This is going to be the first one that goes up there, and slowly build more as it goes up around it. So thank you very much for watching. Comment down below on what kind of other prints you guys would like me to try to do. Thingiverse links or my manufacturer links, just any kind of links would be helpful, so I can make sure I print them all that you actually want us to print. And then please like the video. It helps out a lot, so we know kind of what more content that we want to steer toward, because we notice right now that a lot more people have been liking the Marvel stuff than they have been like the Game of Thrones or the Leviathan X. So we just kind of want to make sure that this is, the channel that you guys actually want to enjoy watching and have content that you guys want to actually see. So please feel free to comment down below and let me know what other kind of things you want me to do. So thank you very much and have a good one.